Divine day, beautiful soul. What is good in your world? It's me, Nicole P, your spiritual barista, serving up wisdom, guidance, and inspiration from the cards. My love, I'm so happy to be connected with you. I want you to grab your cafecito, tecito, because what I have for you in this video are the energy readings for this week ahead. This video is dedicated to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We're doing a tarot oracle mashup here. I'm using the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck, the Bodyguard Oracle deck, and the Moonology Oracle deck. And let me tell you how it's going to go down really quick, okay? Let me just tell you. While you're grabbing your cafecito, tecito, and you're getting comfy, I'm going to tell you how it's going to go down. This is how I envision it. Let's see how it flows. So the first card is going to be an oracle card, and that's going to be the energy of the week. The tarot is going to be second, and that's going to be the energy in action. And the third is going to be from the Moonology deck, and that's going to be an overall vibe. Overall vibe. So it's like energy, the action, like the energy in action, and then one way for you to like vibe into it, to flow into it, almost like the blessing of it all. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, and let's see how it comes out to be. I'm sipping on some local roasted here. It's called the Port Townsend blend from a coffee company called Sunrise Coffee Company. Excuse me. Absolutely delicious. And I'm going to take a sip of this. I've shuffled the cards. I've already smudged them, shuffled the cards, gotten them ready, and I got a hair that feels like a spider on my arm. Oh, okay. It is a hair. I was thinking, is it a spider or is it a hair? I don't know, but it was a hair. So I'm going to get a sip. I've already prepared the cards. They're all ready to go. And let me get a sip of this cafecito. Okay. And then we're going to get started. But wait, first, before I get a sip of this local roasted, let me just raise it up in the air to you. And I am saying salud to the release, to the opening up of what is ahead of you. We're just coming off of this full moon in Aries, and we're going to be dancing very intensely with these fives for the next 3 days. This marks a like halfway mark, I should say, for this zodiacal year. And this is the energy of I am that alchemizes into we are. So much is being released from this lunation that happened yesterday. And I'm going to tell you something. Coming up to it, this week was really intense, was so intense. And then today I woke up, I'm feeling like $1,000,000. Go figure. But the energy up into it was so intense. And so I'm saying cheers to the journey. May you release what needs to be released. Salud. Let me get a sip. You get a sip too. And let's get into this. Let's see what is in store for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right. Before I get into this, blessed be dear spirit, ancestors, guardian angels. May I be of service to those who are watching this video. And my love, I invite you to take what flows and leave what does not. You can do your sun, moon, or rising, okay? Ready? Oh, let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right, Aries. Aries. Hold on. Aries, what do we have for you? My friend, this week, the energy is willpower. Your willpower is being tested this week. Let's see this in action. Ooh, your willpower is being tested. You have the Five of Wands right here. So your willpower is being tested in the context of your relationship with other folks. And I feel like particularly this has to do with career kind of energy or professional sort of energy. This week, it's like people are going to test you. People are going to test you. And it's almost as if you're going to be underestimated. Right? You're going to have this energy. We're going to feel like I need to tell them who I am. I need to show them who I am. Oh, they don't think I can do this. Let me show them that I can do this. There's this competitive sort of vibe. And you have to remember there's no competition because there's only you. There's only you, my love. But I mean, whoever these people are, whoever this energy is that's really provoking and stirring up that, like, you don't want to stir up an Aries because Aries is like, oh no, I'll show you who I am. I'll show you what time of day it is. So this is the thing. It's like, being very cognizant and aware of your fire. And that's where that willpower comes in, right? Because you might want to just go off on them. You want to show them really who you are. And then you have to say, was that the best use of my energy? Was that the best use of my time? So really root in to remember who you are. You don't have to prove it to anybody. There is no competition because there is only you. So be very cognizant and aware who people are going to try and like chip at you this week, and kind of almost they want to poke you and poke you and poke you because they want you to respond. No need to respond. Choose your battles very wisely is the message for you this week, Aries. And for the Moonology deck, what do you need to release? Ooh, interesting. What do you need to release? This was your full moon, right? That just happened, the full moon in Aries. So what do you need to release in this week that has to do with battles that are not your own or not worth fighting for? The energy of needing to prove either your worthiness, your talent, your skills, your ability. So what is it that needs to be released so that you can stay on track and not get caught up in all of this stuff, not get caught up in all of that? What needs to be released and let it go? If you're frustrated, if you want to control a situation, how do you release that control? This week is about willpower, staying your course, staying focused on your own fire, and surrendering. Like surrender. Let the reins go a little bit this week. So that's the message that I have for you this week ahead, my dear, lovely Aries. All right, Leo. Foundation. This week is about building a foundation or honoring your foundation. I don't really feel like it's about building. I feel like it's for you this week is really about like, okay, let me really stay dedicated to the base, to the structure, to what I have already established. No need to rush forward. No need to like start building up more. I'm still on this foundational level and I want to take my time to make sure I build a very strong foundation. So this week, the energy is about realizing the foundations of your practices, maybe your love life, maybe a new business that you're building. Maybe it's the foundation of writing practices. If you're wanting to get into writing, whatever it may be, a fitness routine, eating healthy, whatever it is, the journey, trajectory, the goals that you have for yourself, what you're wanting to manifest, focus and energy this week is foundation. And strength card. I love this. This is your card. This is your energy. This is you personified. So remember that you do have the strength and you do have the courage to really, really set those strong foundations. Sometimes you get so caught up in the big picture and you get so caught up in the kind of like the idea of things, right? The big vision, and you just want to rush through things. So in some ways, this card for you is about not taming. I was going to say taming, but not taming, but really like being able to say, okay, how do I slowly be in this energy of my foundation and not just all of a sudden like spread my foundation all over, like also build and make everything big. You'll make it big, no doubt. But this week is about having the strength and the courage to actually slow down, because that does take strength and courage to slow down. So for you, it's like slowing down. You feel me? And the Moonology deck, the energy is gaining momentum. That's beautiful for you. So know that the energy is gaining momentum, because what happens is you kind of get like, oh my gosh, I have to go, I have to build, I have to be strong, I have to be on the stage, I have to, look at me, and you want to just be all over. And so trust that the foundation, this work that sometimes feels kind of like boring, right? But it's so necessary. But trust that all that energy is gaining momentum. Have the strength and courage to slow down. Tame yourself just a little bit. And you will see in the future, you'll be so happy that you really set those strong foundations, that you really took your time to make sure you have a steady foundation, and it's strong, just like you. So this week, slow your roll a little bit, basically. Bottom line, slow your roll just a little bit. Sagittarius, what do we got going on for you? Oh, I forgot to say, mwah, I love you, Leo. Okay, Sagittarius. Ooh, release. This is the vibe, the energy for you this week. A lot of releasing, probably a lot of connection to that full moon in Aries. And so just things that are letting go. You know, like trees that are shaking, the leaves that are coming off. Is that what trees shaking, trees moving, the leaves falling off? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. So there's release. Release is the energy for you. And the star card. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. I love it. My mom's a Sagittarius. And wishing on a star. This is a card of hope, of possibilities. And the thing is sometimes we have those hopes, you have those dreams and possibilities, but when we're hanging on to things of the past, it can get a little bit muddled. So the energy this week is really keep your eye to the sky and don't lose hope. Right now you're in a time of release, and no matter how hard it is, the star card is like keep your faith. Know that everything is happening as it should. You are marvelous. You are careful. You are a miracle. Surrender to the release. And if it gets to feel really, 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 really tough, go out. Look up at the stars. If it's during the day, look up to the sky and the clouds. Know that everything is divinely happening as it should. As it should. So big release energy for you this week. And what do we have? What do we have is what I meant to say from the Moonology deck. Luck is on your side. I can't make this stuff up. Look at this. Luck is on your side. And this is connected to the new moon in Sagittarius. So this is also for you a message that what's going on. I know that this is for this week, but this week can also mark for you kind of like a chapter in your life, so to speak. So I would pay close attention to once we come into your season, to these new moon intentions. It's like all that's being released is really preparing you for your season. And so luck is on your side. And that, once again, what a beautiful connection here with the star and release. It's like knowing and believing that everything will work out. You have Jupiter on your side, you know, the planet, your ruling planet of expansiveness, of opportunities. And what's calling for you this week is to release. So lots of love and blessings for you, Sagittarius, in this week ahead. Now let's just do a general read all around for the fire signs. 7 of Cups. I'm doing it out of order. Sensitivity and meditate and contemplate. New moon energy in Pisces. So all around general collective fire energy, fire reading, sensitivity. So in this week ahead, you might feel a little bit more heightened, a little bit more feeling with the tears, feeling with the feels. And the 7 of Cups, Venus and Scorpio, very interesting. But once again, it's like, this is, I think, sometimes this energy of there's so many things to choose from, and how do I choose what's right for me? And meditate and contemplate is the message. So in tying all these things together, you're going to feel very heightened, right? This was a very powerful full moon because it was a fire sign. It was that energy that really, like, of course, fires you up because you're connected to the element. Allow yourself any sort of, like, gosh, how do I want to say it? When you get a little sad, right? When something didn't come to be and you had hoped that it was going to come to be and it doesn't, right? So allow yourself to have those feels like, okay, I'm moving into this new chapter. Some new things are on this way. And when there's new, even when it's like really exciting, sometimes there's like sadness of leaving what once was, and also putting to rest dreams that once were that will not come to be at this time. And so Venus in Scorpio energy is just like taking the time to really see, like, what am I called to do? Like, what am I called for? Meditate and contemplate. So this is the time to also really be like tuning in. What does my heart want? What does my heart want? What does my soul want? How do I want to put my fire in action? How do I want to put my fire in action? This is a beautiful card. A lot of times people think like this card is like, ooh, it's like kind of like deception energy. And really it's when we say, oh my gosh, there's so many paths that I can choose. There's so many options. There's so many ways. I have so many talents. There's so many things that I want to do. What do I choose? And this week, be prepared that you're going to feel all that and feel, look at my hair. I had a little flyaway hair there. I think it's just overall for general fire signs. So much has been released around how you want to be in your fire, how you want to present in your fire, how you want to live in your fire. So that's a general little fire read. I hope it was of value and of service to you. That's what I got for this week ahead. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. And let me remind you that you are marvelous, that you are amazing. And mad love. Thanks for tuning in.